Good evening, I'm Jeff Vaughn.
And I'm Lena Wynn. We begin with Campaign 2016 and how the day began.
It started with the three Republican presidential candidates backing off their pledges to support whoever wins the party's nomination.
I've been treated very unfairly. I'll give you an example.
Unfairly by who?
I think by basically the RNC, the Republican Party, the establishment.
If the nominee is somebody that I think is really hurting the country and dividing the country, I can't stand behind them.
Then this afternoon, all attention was focused on Donald Trump and controversial remarks that he made about abortion in a taped interview with MSNBC.
And soon after, he created a firestorm before the interview had even aired, forcing him to do a quick about face. We now welcome KCAL 9 political reporter Dave Bryan with that part of the story. Dave?
Donald Trump? Controversial comments? Shocking!
Right.
Well, Trump's struggle with the abortion issue couldn't have come at a worse time, though. He's sinking fast among women voters, and he still needs more big primary wins and a lot more delegates to hit the magic number of 1237 before the Republican convention in July. And what happened today probably won't be helping him.
Should the woman be punished for having an abortion?
Look.
And this is not something you can dodge. If you say abortion is a crime, should abortion be punished?
Under intense questioning from Chris Matthews at an MSNBC town hall meeting in Green Bay, Wisconsin, Donald Trump danced and pranced around the abortion issue until he could dodge it no longer.
Because you say you want to ban it. What's that mean?
I am pro-life, yes.
What is ban? How do you ban abortion? How do you actually do it?
Well, you know, you'll go back to a position like they had where people will perhaps go to illegal places.
Yeah.
But you have to ban it.
Do you believe in punishment for abortion? Yes or no, as a principle?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some form.
10 cents, 10 years,
I don't
what?
know. That I don't know. That
Why
I don't
not?
know.
Now he is going to punish women and providers, and it is terribly concerning for women and families in this country. Very dangerous.
The immediate reaction to the notion of punishing women for having an abortion, should that procedure become illegal, did what no one thought would ever be possible, bringing abortion rights activists and pro-life protesters together in their opposition to Trump's remarks. The anti-abortion group Right to Life said Mr. Trump's comment today is completely out of touch with the pro-life movement. No pro-lifer would ever want to punish a woman who has chosen abortion. While Celinda Vasquez of the LA County Planned Parenthood Advocacy Project said this about Trump's statement.
It's very dangerous, it's very serious, and this is part of the, like I said, all-out assault on women's reproductive health care in this country.
Even some Trump supporters said this time he went too far.
I can't believe that you would punish the woman for that. I wish I could put some tape on his mouth sometimes.
With the growing political firestorm now enveloping the campaign, Trump wrote a statement that if abortion were illegal, the doctor or any other person performing this illegal act upon a woman would be held legally responsible, not the woman. The woman is a victim in this case, as is the life in her womb. Nonetheless, the political damage for a candidate who's already trailing in recent Wisconsin polls could be extensive.
It may exacerbate a problem that Trump has with women voters, which has been the topic of conversation in Republican circles all week. Trump has a deficit of 44 points among women. To put that into historical perspective, Mitt Romney, 4 years ago, had a deficit of just 13 points.
Well, and Mitt Romney didn't do so good 4 years ago. Trump's original statement triggered a flurry of criticism from other candidates as well. Ted Cruz said it shows Trump hasn't seriously thought through the issues. John Kasich said women shouldn't be punished under those circumstances. And Hillary Clinton called it horrific and telling. Just, she said, just when you thought it couldn't get worse, Jeff.
So, Dave, will Trump's written statement backtracking, will that help him with the voters and especially women in the future at all, you think?
So far, nothing has really made much difference. We're going to have to see. There are some people who think Trump just didn't understand the question or misspoke. It just looks like he didn't know what he was talking about, though. Voters who are on the fence about Trump may look at this and say the guy seems confused about one of the leading campaign issues, abortion, and confusion is not generally a quality America looks for in a presidential candidate, Jeff.